Welcome back. This is Can I Live podcast. Your boy Reg
and Natalie.
And we're gonna get into a few things that's out there right now. I know
the Rkelly interview.
I think it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. But
they were talking about that since yesterday, before it even aired this morning.
I hit social media and it just took over. So it looked like he's even deeper in water, and almost looked like this man's life is in peril. So we're gonna give our thoughts on it, and tell us what you think, and we're gonna get into it.
Now, my personal opinion that I'm gonna start off by saying, I want to know who his lawyer is, who thought it was even a good idea for him to even have this interview. I don't even think he should be doing interviews if at the end of the day all he's gonna keep saying is that I did not have sexual relations with underage women. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna keep saying that anyway. And I don't feel like it was a good idea in the first place for him, because now look at how he looks on television. He was over here yelling and crying like nobody believes him. He looked like a joke. In my opinion, he looked like a joke.
I wouldn't say he looked like a joke. It just looked like a man that, all his BS done cut off with him, and he's cornered just like a cornered animal, and they react.
Yeah, but his reaction...
Was it natural? You think that was a natural reaction for him to do? Like when he wilded out like that?
Because that's a typical reaction. That's a typical reaction that's expected. Like
some people feel like he did that reaction to get a rise out of people, to get sympathy, sympathy points or whatever, to, just feel sorry for him and hopefully, get on his side that he's a black man being attacked by people that's money hungry. Now, I would say this. They always say that money is the evilest thing, right? Is the
root of all evil.
Root of all evil, right? So I do feel like money is a ploy at this, but at this point of his life and all the accusations he had in the past, he can't run from it. There's underage women that's being abused by him allegedly. And there's tapes involved. It's like there's no more running. Just admit to some of the truth. He's still saying none of this happened. He never had. There's always some truth to a lie.
Yeah, but you don't know if it's that he could be in denial about it himself, because there are people who are in denial about things. So in one circumstance, he may be just in denial about it, and on the other hand, he may just be straight up lying. Because at the end of the day, the way that he reacted to it, it's almost like that's the way that toxic people react. He's turning the tables and he's playing on people's emotions.
Feels like he's fighting for his life at this point.
No, he's just, honestly, I'm sorry. He's being dramatic. He's turning the tables and playing on people's emotions.
You don't think he's fighting for his life right now?
That's how toxic people react though, Reg. If you think about it, when somebody feels that somebody is giving you negative feedback and you know you're wrong, you start acting wild defensive. Why? Because you're not going to say, oh, I'm wrong and you're right. You know what I'm saying? People who get extra defensive like that, those are toxic people. Those are people that they know at the back of their mind that they're wrong, but they want to do this little game where it's like, oh my God, I can't believe you guys are doing this. You're playing the victim.
In the interview, he feels like he just want to have a relationship with his kids. This is why I feel about that. If you want to have a relationship with your kids, why do you still pursue women that's 21 and super young?
Then you would leave them alone a long time ago.
The misconception in people's heads that, you probably do have a molestation ring going on in your organization. If it's truly about your kids, stop everything, drop everything, and go to your kids. Put them first. Stop hanging around with women that's half your age. It looks sus. It just looks sus. That's why people just can't believe anything you say. It looks sus. If it's really about your kids, wouldn't you drop everything, show up to your kid's door and say, I'm your father, I want to be in your life? I gave up everything. Well, we
don't know exactly how that's even...
Yeah, but we don't know if... He's on that interview saying he's in relations with women that's 21, women that's 25. Like, come on, bro. It looks sus. That's how people just don't believe you. And it just hurts every credibility he ever has. This does tarnish his music. His overall aura as a genius. He makes great music, but it's gonna always... Now people's gonna have an asterisk there for the rest of his life. Like, his man was sus. And the people that covered for him,
well, first of all, they should be in jail for an accessory, because don't people go to jail for being an accessory to a crime? So if he's committing a crime when he was having sexual relations with underage women, they're all in Accessory. Why is it that they're able to just freely talk about it like it's nothing? Like they accept they know the fact that they watched this happen and they did nothing to help. They thought it was okay. Mm-hmm. In fact, some of them have brought the girls to him. You know what I mean? So it's like technically y'all are an accessory to a crime.
In the interview
so what's
he
going
had
on?
with CBS, he claimed that the parents brought their daughters to him.
No, he said, "Would you sell your?" They sold their children
right,
to him. That's what they said. Sold their
daughters
children
to him. So there was a transaction being made. He's a grown man admitting to these things like this does go on. So if that's what's happening, that yeah, your daughter, you sold me your daughter, that just doesn't add to people that want to support you. That just sounds so sus. That there has to be some type of truth to all these allegations, and it just hurts his whole case. That trying to make him look innocent and free a black man, but it just looked bad in every aspect. It's like you can't believe this man no more. It's almost like a joke. Like now he's acting out, and how he look now? It's just crazy.
My thing is when Gayle, who by the way did the interview very well, she was very calm throughout the whole thing. She did a great job on the interview, I'll say. And the part when she asked him, "What would you do if it was your daughter that came to you and was telling you all of these things, all the allegations that are towards you?" He made it very clear, like, something gonna happen to that guy. He gonna go to jail.
Right.
So
he
this,
there.
you would feel a major
as
way.
A father,
as a father, if something like that happened to your daughter.
Allegations, there's a potentially a man doing something with your kids. Even if it's allegations, you jumping out the window. You're gonna go ahead and protect yours. So and he know that. He came out and said it.
But my thing is, it's like you know that and you're still doing it though, like
because there's some truth to it. That's why.
Of course, there's some truth to it. My thing is when he mentioned with one of the girls, I think her name is Azriel. Yeah, when she asked her what's going on with Azriel after she asked him about Jocelyn, and she said, "What type of relationship is that?" And he made it clear. He's like, "She's 21. Yeah, we're kind of like in a relationship or whatever the hell he said." Right. But he said, "Yes, she's 21." But my thing is, but she was with you a couple of years ago. So technically, in a sense, by you saying that out loud, you're saying now she's legal. But when I was first messing around with her, she was not legal.
What is a 40-plus-year-old man find interesting about a 21-year-old?
Well, his reaction, remember,
lived a lifetime already with women all around him. What is that 21-year-old?
Remember, he said, which unfortunately the statement that he said is kind of relevant, but then it shouldn't really be said out of his mouth, when he said that there's a lot of younger women who like older men and older men that like younger women. But it's a true. That's what I'm saying. It's a very true statement, because yes, you could be a younger woman who really just likes older men, and vice versa. So in a sense, he's right, but not when it comes to someone who's not even of age. Like the thing is, okay, I get it. He can't speak on certain things because of the fact for legal purposes. Because at the end of the day, that will mess with all the legal things. Right. But there is proof of you having sex with a 13-year-old girl. At the end of the day, there is video footage of you doing that. Different
minors. Yeah. Because the second tape is not the girl on the first tape. So there's a second tape. So he's talking about some double jeopardy. This not the same case, Rkelly. They got you on something totally different. And it does seem like they're going to take it all the way through and prosecute you for this. Now, he's not going to survive in jail.
Oh, no. I think he's crying because he thinks he's afraid of being, excuse my French, somebody's B in the, bitch, in jail. His brother's over there.
He's going to have to sign protective custody
for him. He don't want to go there.
Himself. It's open season for him if he ever go in population. But it's just, you know what it means? You know how I feel about it? It just shuns a light on real life situations that's really there's real girls out there that's all captured, and Rkelly's just the face of it, where the attention should be more manpower on trying to find children of underage minors that's in these sex rings and sex slaves situations. But we here talking about Rkelly. What about the manpower? No one's really talking about that. Where's the laws to try to protect the minors that's being captured and forced into prostitution in that lifestyle? We're not talking about that.
Here's my thing though too now. Not to defend him because I feel like he's completely wrong. If I was a parent and I had children, I'm not just allowing this behavior. Like, my thing is, how did this process like just happen?
He said they
paid
for them.
Yeah, but we don't know if that's necessarily true. That's the thing. We can't automatically jump to that because allegedly. That's not right. We can't just automatically assume that that's right just because it came out of his mouth. Because we already know he's a pathological liar. If we really want to get technical, he's a pathological liar. So we can't believe everything that man say. Now, whether that happened or not, I mean, it could have, because I know if I had a kid, I'm not giving up my child for anybody. That doesn't even make any sense. How did my child end up with you?
And you see what people will do for money. They'll give up their own children for money to be in a better situation. And it's sad. But there were allegations that allegedly Aaliyah's parents gave up Aaliyah to Rkelly. And if you look at the facts and you study them, especially like what's going on now, and especially how Rkelly not really admitted, but he said, the parents gave their daughter to him, it kind of makes you think, for stardom, for money, would you give up your child?
You gonna give it up for a little bit of money and some gift cards?
A little bit of money and fame and try to be a big superstar.
My thing is, every single time, thing is, okay, the parents let's say the parents did not obviously sell their children. And obviously, in a sense, he's trying to say, I feel, that they sold them. I think it's really like they thought that he was going to help them with their career. So they wanted, them to be with Rkelly to help the career situation. But my thing is, in all these years that have passed, they ain't put out not one damn song. Every single time he uses the excuse that he was helping to advance their career. How come nobody came out with any music? Nobody did anything. So how is it that he's still being able to use this damn excuse?
I mean, I feel like...
And why do parents even try to, like...
What about Rkelly? It's always a money trail. Why did Rkelly have to have a woman give up her daycare money to go ahead and bail him out of jail? Did Rkelly waste his money paying off these people to not say anything for years? And now that, the well's running dry, he can't support it no more. And now his career's in shambles.
Well, yeah, people don't want to play his music. He ain't going to be making as much money as he used to.
That's just sad. As hard as you can read into it, it's just another man, that has issues and haven't
Well, he needs
help.
To seek therapy.
He needs help.
He does need help because this is ridiculous now. And then my thing is, I want to see that next interview, the part where the girls... because on Instagram, there's only like a small little clip where one of the girls was like, that it's not true, that their parents are lying, blah, blah, blah. I don't understand that. What is going on? I'm like, is that true that they're not really held captive because they're doing that? Or is Rkelly forcing them to say that? Who the hell knows? Because this is not the first time that the girl that's named Jocelyn, this is not the first time that she had an interview. She's had an interview a few years ago where they asked her about this, and she said she's perfectly fine. She's not being held against her will.
It's just a horrible situation all around. I definitely hope, these people could get help, seek help. I hope Rkelly, finds a professional to help him. And he needs a new lawyer. Atone for his
because
sins.
This thing he should have never honestly did the interview. I feel like it only further shows how much of a liar he is.
So we definitely want to hear from you guys. We want to know how you guys feel about the situation. Do you still support Rkelly? Are you still listening to his music?
Are you still downloading his music? Because the thing is, Rkelly had mad hits. That's the thing. He made some good songs.
Definitely how you guys feel. So definitely comment below. Let us know what you think. Follow us on Instagram, Can I Live Podcast, and we are out.